I'm your host, 23. You're joining me for the Royal Heir, Chapter 17, Hot Off the Presses! Today, after your baby shower, you and your friends are on the royal train heading to Lycos. So, run me through this again, Maxwell. You're doing a book tour? In Lycos. Yep, I wasn't sure it happened when my publisher pitched the idea, but we hit a big sales milestone, and signing books and showing my beautiful face to fans is the best way to keep this success train rolling. I can't believe you want to start in Lycos. I mean, they got a great snow, but if I had to guess the book capital of Cordonia, I would have gone with Kira's Providence. Weirdly, the book sales in Lycos are totally off the charts. It's selling even better than in the capital. I suppose we'll find out why when we get there. Riley and I can't stay too long. We're going to be expected back at the capital for our last public appearance before our child is due. You mean for the last apple ball? This must be the first one since you were born, Liam. Well, then this trip might be our last chance for a low-key getaway before the baby's here. Yeah, it means a lot that you guys are wanting to come. Plus, I might have promised the bookstore you'd all do a live reading with me. You what? Come on, it'll be fun. I wanted you all to be a part of telling our story. And this book won't exist without you. Maxwell, the dreams got your back. The signings, book deals, the reading things, whatever you need. We're here, there, whatever. Yes, stream team! You're just gonna buy me a bunch of coffee, that's all. He'll just hand out in a space between you all and place your hand on top of it, and Drake sighs and places his hand in. I assume we're all supposed to put our hands in. That seems to be the theme. As everyone's hands are in the circle, Maxwell chants, 1, 2, 3, Dream Team! Dream Team. Dream Team. Dream Team. Ah, what the hell, Dream Team. I love you guys. I should let Olivia know we're almost there. You pull out your phone and start a text. Hey, Olivia. I'm going to pretend you just said, "Greetings, esteemed Duchess Olivia Navrakis," and you wanted us to have this number. Yeah. But guess what? We're almost at your keep. We're crashing your party. No, seriously, guys. You're having your baby. King Liam is declaring Lycos the new capital of Cordonia. Drake's fallen into a well of whiskey, and you need someone reliable to pull him out. Hannah wants me to lead a self-defense seminar for all noble women. No, but I love this is where your brain went. We're almost at your keep. We being all of your best friends. You could have just told me that. Yes, but that was much more fun. Maxwell's got this book signing, it's a whole thing. I'll explain when we get there. I'm sure the Duchess of Lycos, knows. You arrive at the keep, where servants escort you into the parlor. Olivia immediately rushes towards you with an uncharacteristic expression of relief. Riley, Liam, you made it. She snaps her fingers, and the servants bustle forward to drape a warm blanket over your shoulders and hand you a glass of Lycos nog. Ah. Okay. Thanks, Olivia. There's only enough for Riley here. What about us? Are any of you gestating another human inside of your body? No, then you can find your own snacks. Now, Riley, are you alright? Did the snow on the roads give you any trouble? Did you catch frostbite? Yes, no, and no. And you're really rolling out the red carpet. I was expecting cold lobster bisque for old time's sake. No matter how much I enjoyed besting you on your first visit to Lycos, I'm not a fool. I wasn't about to serve shellfish to a mother of the Royal Heir. That's actually very considerate of you. We all appreciate it. Liam slips an arm around your waist, smiling down at your belly. As long as you're in Lycos, your well-being is my responsibility, and I take that duty seriously. To that end, I prepared something for you. She pauses, struggling to get out the next word. Is it a gift? Yes, that. I had something more practical in mind before I consulted Hannah. I stand by my statement that sharp objects are not practical for newborns. But I was talked down to something more decorative. Olivia snaps her fingers again, and another servant bustles in with a set of paintings. He holds them up to you and Liam. Royal paintings. Cute. For your nursery, or wherever you want them, I suppose. It just seemed appropriate to contribute to the well-being of our kingdom's future heir. It's pretty, not bad. It actually is making the room come well together. They'd be lovely in our nursery. More like a reminder of the power and might that comes with the crown, but in case you wanted something different. She snaps her fingers one more time, and the servant rushes to bring in another set of paintings for you to consider. It's never too early to study the dangers waiting in the woods, although at Hannah's suggestion, these are more cuddly than I would have preferred. Oh my god! I mean, what? Okay, these are very cuddly. They go with the wood thing actually hanging down. Also great. I didn't know you had such an eye for artwork. There's plenty you don't know about me, and I intend to keep it that way. But if you want any of them delivered to your duchy, I can make it so. What do you say, Riley? Okay, we got the rustic paintings, we got the royal paintings. The royal paintings do kind of go with the crib a little bit more, but let's go with rustic, because cute, adorable animals. I think our baby would love some cute animals on the wall. Ah, it'll be a great addition. Oh, thank God, then consider them yours. She nods to the servant who carries the paintings out of the room and gestures for all of you to take a seat. So, you're here for the book signing, for Maxwell's baffling popular memoir. Oh, you know about it? It has your face on the cover. It was hard to miss on the bestsellers list. And if you're doing the signing in Lycos. She leans over to a nearby drinks cart and hands him a glass. Maxwell's drink. You're going to need this. But help me sign 10 books? If Maxwell doesn't want it. I think you underestimate just how popular your book is here. We heard there's a lot of people that have been buying it. Buy it! There's a copy in every Lycos home. Some of the schools are even talking about adding it to their reading curriculum. People must really love that Maxwell wrote about their Duchess. Oh my god, then you have to come to the signing too! Absolutely not, I have Duchy things to do. Important things. Come on. Tell me the great Olivia. It'll be a free entertainment. Are your Duchess things going to be more hilarious than watching Maxwell do a live reading in front of Lycos crowd? Maybe. I can tell you when you're lying, you know. Olivia sighs and pinches the bridge of her nose. I suppose it would be amusing to see this train wreck. But I really do have business to take care of first. My guards are still mopping up the last of dredges of Anton's rebellion. I'm sorry, Olivia. I know he took a personal toll on you, and so did your parents' history. No matter how old they are, family secrets can leave a mark. I still have my own to investigate as well. No new developments on Queen Eleanor's passing? Not yet, but I've officially reopened the investigation. I'm glad to hear it. Until tonight, then. Make yourselves at home. The keep is yours. Does that include... Except the armory and the family vault and my room, and on second thought, this parlor and the foyer and your bedrooms are yours. Your generosity is appreciated. Olivia sweeps out of the room. Your friends call one of the servants over to ask about your accommodations, but Liam turns to you. So we've got most of the day in Lycos to ourselves. It sounds like you have ideas about how to spend it. More like an idea that I arranged on the way here, but it's easier to just show you. He takes your hand and leads you through one of the keeps, smaller entrances to a large clearing where you find... a helicopter. It might be a last chance for a couple's getaway before the baby's here, so I thought we should enjoy it. Specifically, we can enjoy an exclusive resort in the mountains just a short flight away. You arranged all this just today. Well, we don't get many opportunities to travel lately. That's all we've done, but I digress. I'm not sure when we'll have
too many more. So I wanted to experience all Lycos has to offer, with the woman I love. If you're interested, that is.
Liam takes your hand, smiling invitingly.
It's up to you. This is your last chance for an intimate moment with Liam in this.
Join Liam and Lycos for a date. Let's do it. One last mini vacation before we're officially parents. You sigh and relax deeply in your comfortable helicopter seat, watching as a snowy wonderland drifts past far below. This is amazing, Liam. Exactly my brand on mini vacations.
Are you sure you're comfortable in these seats? I could bring you a pillow for your back or your feet.
I can't imagine improving upon this. It's great.
Well, I'll just check with the crew and see how their last safety inspection went.
Liam, I'm sure it went... And he's gone. When Liam returns, he's holding a pamphlet on the emergency procedures and 2 pillows. Really, you didn't have to do this.
I just want to take care of you in any way that I can.
And how about just keeping me company, then? Liam exhales and settles beside you, twining his fingers with yours. He doesn't seem to quite at ease, though.
Perhaps a helicopter ride wasn't the best idea. I hope I haven't put you and our baby at risk.
Liam, you shouldn't worry too much. This is supposed to be our vacation, right? Vacations are forgetting about worries, not adding new ones.
Of course, and I know you can take care of yourself without me worrying. You're the most capable person I know. It's just hard to consider the worst sometimes. Or not to.
Liam pauses, sighing.
Growing up without my mother was the hardest thing in the world for me. Riley, I never want to lose you, and I never want to think of our child having to go through what I did.
You're afraid that something is going to happen to me. Like what happened to your mom?
Yes, every day lately.
Oh, Liam. Nothing is going to happen to me.
Squeeze his hand and gaze earnestly into his eyes.
We take every precaution. The doctor said that me and our child are 100% healthy. It's okay to let go of your fears. Everything will be fine.
On the surface, I know you're right. Everything's fine. We're taking precautions. But deep down, I still wonder if there's more details I'm forgetting.
You raise your free hand to touch his cheek. He brings his hand up and lays it over yours, too. You've thought of everything, including this vacation.
Right, which we should really be enjoying.
Liam exhales and loosens his shoulders and smiles genuinely relaxed at you.
The view from here is even more beautiful than I'd imagined.
You've hardly been paying attention to it.
And that's not true. Those are the Forest Crest Mountains over there. I went skiing in that little valley once on a royal visit.
You lean comfortably against his shoulder as he points out some of the other snowy landmarks far below.
And right there, beside me, is the most incredible woman in the world.
Flattery will not get you everywhere, William.
Ah, and there's our destination.
Helicopter lands outside a modern resort nestled within the mountains. Wow, look at this place.
By the side, isn't it? But we shouldn't stay out too long in the cold.
You're inside your suite and your jaw drops at the view from such a height. Liam comes up behind you and wraps you in his arms, clasping them just beneath your belly. Liam, I
thought you might like it.
Liam, we should come back here sometimes as a family. We should come show our baby the ski slopes and have some snowball fights. We'll eventually let them win.
Assuming they like snow.
Well, if we're visiting Olivia, I feel like adapting to the snow is going to be a requirement.
Well, then after snow day, we can curl up by a warm fire and read them bedtime stories.
And steal a few moments to ourselves after they fall asleep.
Liam rests a hand on your belly, smiling. I can picture it already, but until our baby joins us. You twist in Liam's embrace, wrapping your arms around his broad shoulders.
We should make good of the time we have.
And how would my queen like to spend it?
Well, I'd like to get more intimate with my queen. Cuddle up and watch the snow. Why not?
And not everything has to be bout chicka wow wow.
Linking hands, you sink down into the bed and curl up together.
I used to play a game, snow game when I was little. We never get much snow in the capital, but when we did, I'd try to find shapes in the snowfall.
Like spotting animals in the clouds?
Exactly.
So, what do you see right now?
He gazes out the window, furrowing his brow in thought. Some figures fencing, a horse galloping down a road, and shakes his head and laughs. To be honest, it's hard to picture much other than you right now.
I don't consider that a problem.
You hold each other as close as the snow sifts down against a backdrop of pale blue sky.
This was such a good idea, Liam.
Well, we haven't gotten out much lately, and I didn't want this trip to be all business and book signings, so I thought you might need a moment.
Liam's hand tenderly rubs your back, and he gazes warmly down at you.
Tonight we'll be back in the public eye as king and queen, but for now, we have each other and only each other.
I wouldn't be opposed to sharing your attention with a hot mug of cocoa.
Well, then I'll call room service because I'm not leaving this bed, and you're not leaving my arms.
Who said anything about that? Beaming, you settle into his arms as he stretches out for the sweet's phone without letting you go, even a little.
Make sure to get marshmallows.
At night, per King Liam's request, Bastine drives you and your friends to Maxwell's live book and reading and book signing. Do I look okay? Do I have anything in my teeth? Am I stress sweating?
I think you're normal sweating for a guy who's about to read something he wrote to total strangers.
Don't worry, Maxwell. No one knows how to break the ice like a Balmond. I've seen you pop champagne bottles with centuries-old sores. No one can work a crowd better than you. Plus, it's a bookstore. It's not a concert arena. How many people can there be, actually? Yeah, this is just a book signing. I should just relax and get hype. Watch it be a giant concert. Best of luck, Lord Maxwell. The car rolls up to the bookstore and you all file inside. Where hundreds of citizens instantly start screaming your names. Oh my god. Holy. It's them! Ah! Bastine steps forward and part way through the packed crowd, slowly ushering you towards a row of reserved seats. That's King Liam the Benevolent!
Oh, thank you.
And Hannah the Just. What? I kinda gave us nicknames at the end of the book and when we became heroes and stuff. Look! There's Maxwell the Glorious! And Drake the Bold! I'm the man who called Drake's name. Several citizens cheer and hold up handmade signs that read, "Things are great!" Oh, you have fans!
This is gonna take some getting used to.
As the rest of your group settles into their seats at the head of the gathering, you lift your arms toward the expectant crowd. That's it. It is I, Riley the Sexy. The unstoppable. Riley! 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 It feels good to be appreciated. Don't worry, citizens of Lycos, your Duchess is here too. There's another round of cheers as Olivia sweeps through the front door. Smirking, the crowd parts for her to sit beside your friends at front. Duchess Olivia, what's your favorite part of the Royal Romance? I'm about to find out. I never had time to read a copy, but I'm sure it's accurate and flattering portrayal.
For Maxwell's sake, I hope so.
Well, now that everyone's here, thank you all for coming. Like, thank you all for coming. This is wow. We love you! And I love you too, random readers. I just can't with this. This is third wall breaking. I came here to sign some books, and so we'll get to that. But first, my friends and I want to do a little reading. Let's start with one of my favorite scenes in the book.
The Royal Romance by Maxwell Belmont. You each pick up a copy. Maxwell clears his throat, collecting himself for a moment, and then starts to read.
It was the night of the masquerade, the official start of the social season in Cordonia. I saw Lady Riley coming out of the palace boutique looking like she was more than ready to win the heart of the prince. I had barely known her for a day, but I already knew this much. She was strong. She was fearless. She was probably in over her head, but I didn't need to tell her that.
You're giving her an awful lot of credit.
As I led her to the ballroom, every eye was on her. I heard murmurs around the room. Ahem. Where are your murmurs? Oh, right. Damn, Lady Riley cleans up good. Maxwell, I never said that. Stick to the manuscript, please. Please, someone who can match my beauty.
Lady Riley, I never have beheld your like. House Belmont has more than outdone itself this night, all thanks to Maxwell. Drake elbows you and whispers, "Are we really gonna go along with this?"
Maxwell's rendition is... it's ridiculous. But this is his reading, so we let it slide. For now, though we may have some words with him after.
And so the reading continues with Maxwell skipping around to his favorite parts in the novel.
You couldn't have heard a pin drop after Tarek's announcement hit the news. Then King Liam turned to Madeline the Mean and said,
"Madeline, I am an honorable man, but I am forced to ask for your hand under dishonorable circumstances. Now that the truth is out, I must rescind that proposal and follow my heart. Hope you can do the same."
And that was when King Liam took Riley out for a night in New York, a night that would soon change all of our lives forever. He took her back to the first place they met. They got them a night alone on the Liberty Island and next-level proposal stuff. And when the moment of truth came, he got down on one knee and said...
Meet Liam's gaze and see him smiling. He starts to recite the words from memory. "Lady Riley Venti, queen of my heart, I've yearned to say these words for a very, very long time. Will you marry me?"
And then Riley said...
"It's about damn time." It's not exactly how I remember it.
Riley's right. It took you until, like, halfway through the book.
See? The people are on my side.
But they say the true love's course never did run smooth, and our heroes had plenty of obstacles left in their way. The night of Riley's ascension, they would face the world's worst-dressed would-be assassins.
Rah! Pew pew! Assassin noises.
I don't think I wrote assassin noises on page 260.
Yeah, but they were terrible assassins, and I'm not giving them quality sound effects.
Hear, hear. Right, so the assassin swarmed in, shot Drake.
And I heroically carried him to safety. The audience gasps.
She must work out every day.
I'm not that heavy. Details, details. The point is I totally saved you. Let's call it a mutual saving.
Anyway, there were some harder times. And with that, Neville insulted not just Duchess Riley, but all of House Belmont. I knew my truest allies would not let that stand. Maxwell, I, Drake, am your best friend. Let me avenge House Belmont and your good name in a duel.
Hold there, Drake. I, Liam, am Maxwell's sworn best friend, and I shall not let you say another word on it. I knew in that moment that I could never choose between them, and that we would by necessity, be all best friends together forever, and saw also that Drake would duel Neville for Duchess Riley and House Balmont. Riley offered Drake her most inspirational words on behalf of House Balmont. Naturally, I said, House Balmont thanks you, as do I. I need no thanks, for I am very rugged, and tough, and manly, and I love doing stuff like this. Maxwell, I do not talk like that. Ahem, I put it to the group. Well, Liam, we should get back to this reading. Liam's farewell to King Constantine, Hannah standing up to her mother. You know what, we're gonna do this one. I'm not going with you, Mother. This is my home, my friends, my choice. You may have decided my past, but that doesn't mean you get to decide my future. You tell her, Hannah. Brony will not let you remove one of our noblest kindest citizens without a fight. I don't remember all of you being there. Neither do I, but... Yeah, but it's nice. Please keep telling my mother what's what. And then there was a really good times. Finally, the officiant recited these words, and we all be waiting for, "May this blessed union be sealed with a kiss." Liam kisses you, and despite the cheering crowd, it feels like a moment you're back in the cathedral, before Anton, before your honeymoon, before everything. And then the thrilling conclusion. I thought it was over. I thought that Livy and the entire Navrakis line would be no more. But then... If you can breathe, you can stand, and if you can stand, you can fight. As Olivia delivers the line, the audience shouts it with her as one. The room goes dead silent, and everyone in the crowd erupts into cheers. That's my favorite part! I've got chills. Like a really angry phoenix with a bunch of knives rising from the ashes, Olivia got to her feet. Then she and Riley kicked Anton's ass. Anton, I vanquish thee. Then Liam and I pushed Anton over the stair rail. Sparta kicked him off a balcony, stabbed him through his evil heart, metaphorically speaking. See, the ledge was the knife, and his heart was him, and... Leave the writing to the master here, okay? Awesome! So, there you have it, the Royal Romance. Thank you all for coming, seriously, from the bottom of my heart. Maxwell closes the book and the crowd applauds. You look around at the smiles of your friends, even Olivia. You feel yourself smiling too. We've all come a very, very long way. From rivals and skeptics, and through engagement parties and near-death experiences, to best friends. Best friends! Is it time for the Q&A next? The what now? The question and answer. I've been collecting questions for Maxwell, Riley, and Duchess Olivia since we lined up this morning. Oh, I only had time to prepare for a reading. Glances frantically at you for help. If we all have to answer some questions, how hard can it be? Please. We've been looking forward to it all day. I suppose it is important to the people of Lycos. I could play along for a little while. I'm in if you two are. Old Q&A. Why not? Okay, I'm in. I suppose we're doing this then. You bet we are. The woman who gathers the questions finds a microphone and steps to the front of the crowd. This one's for Queen Riley. The question is, I think a lot of us have been wondering about, how does it feel to be Olivia's sidekick? Sidekick my ass! How does it feel to be Olivia's sidekick? Actually, she's my sidekick. Thank you very much. Excuse me. The entire crowd gasps. The woman holding the microphone drops it. I mean, this whole book is really my story. None of it would have happened without me. Let me disabuse you of that notion right now. Olivia Navrakis is a sidekick to no one. But, nope. What if... never? Just think about... That's enough. You're cut off. From talking. From talking.
No question for Olivia, and this one comes from a very special guest in our audience who would like to ask it itself. That's just Olivia. I want to grow up to be as awesome as you are. Do you have any advice for me? Oh, well, hey, where to begin? You'll need daggers, lots of them, at least 3 hours of combat training every morning. You should have at least 2 other weapons you're proficient in. However, you should also consider variety. The girl's mother clears her throat, a concerned look in her eyes. I've got this. Olivia meant you should, Olivia gets awkward around compliments. Watch this. Olivia, your hair is gorgeous right now. See? It's her one weakness. I have no weaknesses. And she's back. And here's another question for Queen Riley. How did you find the courage to escape Anton? It was because, I was only thinking about Liam. I was separated from King Liam. I knew that I was being used as bait to lure him into danger. So my only thought was to get back to him and to take Anton down in the process. The crowd turns to King Liam and he calls up to you. And I couldn't be prouder of you, Riley. And the next question is for Maxwell. Maxwell, what can we expect from the sequel to Royal Romance? The sequel? Yes, the sequel covering the recent events. Yes, the sequel that I'm definitely working on. Yes, that one. Well, let's see, the honeymoon, we went to the ranch for a long time, a baby shower, is that all? I think Maxwell means is, our story isn't over yet. I'm sure there's plenty of time for us to be fleeing for our lives. But in the meantime, I want to enjoy every minute with my friends that I have. I'm sure none of us are wishing any ill on you. And so this woman in this moment began the mastermind behind the next 6 months of our lives. We'd be fleeing for our lives, wounded, scarred, bleeding, some of us even dead. But this woman... Oh god. This right here is the mastermind behind everything. Really, I hope you all got to enjoy many happy times before any other disasters. This next question is for Queen Riley. Looking back on your wedding day, is there anything you'd have done differently? Would I have done my wedding differently? Probably 100% less assassins. I mean, I could have used a lot more cake and champagne and a lot less pearl, but I can't complain about how things ended up. Fair enough. Now, our next question comes from the crowd here, and he'd just like to ask himself... He has a microphone over a man with a blue blazer. My question is to Olivia. How is it that Anton got the drop on you to begin with? Excuse me. I mean, we all support you and recognize your skill, but it seems like a rookie move to let him capture you to begin with. It just seems like maybe there's a story there. I lowered my guard for one moment, as Liam and Riley's wedding. And what exactly happened? Yeah, Olivia, I always kind of wondered how he got you. Maxwell. Why, hey, it's an interesting question. Olivia blushes and looks down. Anton had one of his men pose as a servant. They said that Liam was in trouble and needed my help, so I went with him. So it was your long-standing devotion to King Liam? Yes, if you want to put on a fine point on it, but believe me, I'll never make that mistake again. No more questions. Yes, well, I believe that means we have a few minutes left for our guests to sign some of the copies. The crowd rushes forward, forming a huge line, have their books signed. Me too. You want me to sign this? Oh, yes, of course. Oh, I suppose I could. We're all so famous. The first book is put in your hands along with a pin. I'll sign it with lots of love, Queen Riley. Never stop fighting, Riley. Crush your enemies if I crush behind the Queen. Never stop fighting. I won't. As you scribble the inscription into book after book, Maxwell shoots you a grin with the table beside you. I think we nailed this. Of course we did. We're professionals. Once the flurry of books to be signed slowly winds down, you say your farewells to the crowd and head into the night.
looking over your shoulder at your next arch nemesis, the book lady. But as soon as you open the bookstore's doors, members of the press surge toward you from the sidewalk. Queen Riley, finally, the bookstore wouldn't have seen for questions. Have you had any medical concerns with the baby? It's literally nighttime, and you're wearing prescription sunglasses. I have some questions about your medical concerns, sir. Have you decided on names yet? Hey, take it easy, everyone. Let's give the woman some room. Queen Riley, is it safe for you to be visiting such a cold climate? Pick it up with my manager. She has a manager? Who cares? We want to take it up with you now. Your words fall on deaf ears as the press try to close in on you. Give us more of the smile for the front page. Alright, no more talking. We need to get out of here. Liam and your friends form a barricade between you and the press as you rush to your waiting car. Don't let him leave! I've got a source that's paying triple rates for any photos of the Queen! Move, 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 Riley. Olivia manages to hold the press off outside while you all climb in, but as soon as you close the door, a wave of cameras and microphones surges against the window. Ah! Bastine, step on it. Of course. You know, you're supposed to be security. Where the fuck have you been? He pulls out on the road, and you all breathe a sigh of relief, but moments later, more cars and even a motorcycle pull up alongside you. Cameras flash in your face as more of the press catch up to you. Bastine nearly swerves to avoid one of the cars. This seems bad. They're not backing off. Get us out of here, Bastine, now. Bastine weaves through the nearest cars and takes a sharp turn onto a smaller road. Something tells me this is going to lead into a car crash. I think we're losing the... Suddenly, Samir pulls up out of nowhere on a motorcycle. But as he tries to lift his camera, his bike wobbles and turns straight towards you, hitting the side of the car. Oof. Bastine tries to swerve out of the way. Riley. And you run right off the road and into a pole. You just got run off the road. What will happen now? Find out in the next chapter. Well, what happens is we get out of the car and we begin beating the crap out of people profusely. Like, seriously, profusely. We begin beating them to death. With my shoes. Then my fists. Then I'm gonna grab the car door, I'm gonna break it off, and I'm gonna begin beating them to death with it! Like, seriously. Like, this reminds me... You know what I get the vision of? Because remember, we're supposed to be a queen. Or, you know... what of, but... This reminds me of Princess Diana and what happened there. Like... exactly, like... dumbass is what this is. Anyway, without further ado, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you're subscribed or plan to, hit that bell icon so you'll receive notifications when I do content, and head down the description below. There's links to social media accounts. There's links to our Discord where you can come chat with me as well as many others. And there's a few links to support me and my channel, which at this point it isn't supporting me and my channel, I may be honest. If you guys looked at the community tab on the channel, or if you're part of our Discord, or really any of my social media accounts, you know right now what is going on, which is pretty much the car that I had for me and my family is dead. It's literally dead. And to get it fixed will be a minimum cost of $3,000+ I know people have said, well, why don't you get a trade-in and things like that. It's not that simple. It really is not. I was trying to get out of debt, you know, trying to worm your way out, and unfortunately when you're in a bankruptcy, you need approvals, you need things like that. So pretty much, long story short, yeah, it's not that simple as just go, you know, just go trade it in or go sell it at a place and whatnot. You know, thank you, but again, as I've tried to explain to people before even this happened, this happens, you know. My life is a very complicated mess, and yeah. That's why I'm taking care of 2 special needs children that are now out of a car. So my brother and his medical appointments and things like that, he cannot get to. It is really crap. Neither can I get to any of my medical appointments or many of the other things, but yeah, just remember that when you hit those buttons, like the join button or support down below, yeah, it helps. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.